Hey guys, DemonFire93 here. And before I get started with today's episode of our adventures in Minecraft, just wanted to let you guys know a little bit about what today's topics are going to be. So, as the title of this episode supports, we will be doing a little bit of spoilers, but if you have not played, do not know, or do not care to have spoiled the endings of The Walking Dead Season 1, which is long past by now, and also bits and pieces, not the entirety, but bits and pieces of Life is Strange, then I suggest you cancel out of this video right now, because I will be spoiling a little bit of it during our discussion today. You guys have been warned, and so now, on with the episode. Hey guys, and welcome back to our adventures in Minecraft. As always, I am DemonFire93, and I just got off of a session of Game of Thrones. Holy crap, I hope you guys have been enjoying that. But that's enough talking about that for now. We'll get to that another day. As always, I'm DemonFire93. I don't remember if I said that or not. I'm so excited. I'm wanting to go back to playing that game. But I knew that I needed to get a Minecraft episode out, and so that's why we're not going to talk about it anymore, and we're going to get straight into today's topic of my wanderings while I wander the lonely woods trying to find the goddamn Mega Taiga, the ever-elusive biome of hell. And I don't have enough wood to make a damn boat. And there's another goddamn ocean temple. Son of a bitch. Alright, well, I'm going to make something really quickly. We're just going to do that. And then we're going to do that. And then we're going to do that. And then we're going to do that. Anyways, our topic for today that I have picked out so far does have to do with episodic games. I need one more piece of wood. But does not have to deal with Game of Thrones. Well, it's sort of. Partly. Well, we'll get to that. What it has to deal with is the whole back to the illusion of choice. Something I've realized recently. Because, as most of you know, I recently played the most fantastic game of all time, Life is Strange, and has somewhat of an illusion of choice with its you obviously have choices to make, and with the choices that you make in the game, obviously every single thing that you ever have and do is scripted. I mean, they have to script it, get everybody to write things. It's not coded and produced as you're playing. It's already written, and then you just choose which path to take on every single branch. And with that, you'd think that that game would not be so great. But there are certain games, Life is Strange being one of them, and I would probably say the Telltale games, Walking Dead Season 1, I have not played Season 2 yet, but Season 1 definitely would be one of those games where I don't give a shit about the fact that if they do a terrible job with the illusion of choice. It's a fantastic game that makes you feel. All the feels. And I hit shift a long time ago. Just letting you guys know. There we go. Nope, yep, there goes my boat. Taking all bets on if the game's gonna crash or not. Taking all bets. Is my boat actually here? Of course not. Why would it be here? So let's head on back out to where it is. Damn boat. Screwing up my damn thing. Alright, so we're gonna try this real quick. It's not gonna work because the moment I do this, we've already got a lag spike, so I guess it's fine. We're just gonna go for it. And we're back. Game crashed, by the way. Just letting you guys know. So where's my boat? Why is it over there? Go figure. I'm so glad they're fixing boats, but it's a long time coming that these need to be fixed. Anyways, yeah, there are just certain games that are just so good that it really doesn't matter how good or how bad the illusion of choice could possibly be. That you get enveloped in the story and you don't care about having to if you play through it again, you see that, oh, my choices really didn't matter that much. You're not that disappointed in it. God damn this rain. It needs to just fuck off. It's causing this lag, by the way. But I just mean, like, I'll be able to spoil The Walking Dead here because that's been like a year or 2 or 3 that it's been out. I don't remember how long it's been out. It's been out a while though, so it's okay to spoil that one. I will not spoil Life is Strange yet still. But with The Walking Dead Season 1, you have all these characters you meet, and you can choose who to side with, because everybody's on opposite ends with each other. Because that's how it is in the apocalypse. It's like, I think this is the right choice. I think that's the right choice. And then you as the quote-unquote leader have to decide which person to side with. Who's got the better ideals. Who's the better character to save, and who's the better character to let die. And I will admit that with The Walking Dead, I was rather disappointed after I had played through probably about 5 or 6 times. Now, that's 5 or 6 playthroughs. If you go through and let's estimate probably about the same amount of time that it'll take to get through each episode of Game of Thrones. So I have the first 2 episodes of Game of Thrones completely recorded, so about 2 hours apiece for each of them. 5 episodes in The Walking Dead Season 1. So, 10 hours. Multiply that by about 5 or 6 times of playing through. So, you know, I put a good 50, 60 hours into that game. And, yeah. Only then do I get disappointed with its whole, oh, my choices don't matter that much. I want to choose to save Herschel's son, but no matter what happens, Herschel's son dies there. But then it just matters on what's his name? If you saved Duck instead of Herschel's son, then Duck's dad, whose name I can't remember, he will be grateful to you and instead of being mad at you. But even those, it's just minor things, changes of dialogue. The set pieces and the set pieces and all the set pieces. So the location and what characters are there are the only things that. Oh no, the locations would all stay the same. The characters that are there can change from time to time, depending on your decision. But the end result is still the same. Doesn't matter if you sided with... Well, I can't remember the guy's name. Holy crap. But you help his son Duck through every single thing. You spare him when Duck gets bit, and you decide to, kill Duck yourself instead of having his father or mother do it for him. You console him when his mother kills herself, and then, you do all this stuff for him. So at the end, he's happy with you, and yada yada yada, but he still would end up, dead. I say that questioningly because there's a possibility he survived into Season 2, and those of you who've played Season 2 know for a fact if he did or not. I do not know, so that's why I'm saying it with a question mark. Because, so, there's another character in The Walking Dead, Ben. Some people liked him, some people hated him. He is the reason why, if you picked Carly, like I did, in every single time that I played The Walking Dead. Okay, so I have to explain that a bit, because for those who don't know what I'm talking about, it's a bit of a jumping around in my brain and you guys aren't following it. So you're just like, huh? I don't understand any of these names and things. Oh, hi, Creeper. So in episode 1, you're in this... Spider Jockey. You're in this, pharmacy, I guess? And, it gets run down, or it gets attacked by a horde of zombies. Much like this one. And you have to choose to save either the nerdy guy, who knows how to do things with the, radio, broadcasts, and such, smart with electronics, or you choose the girl, Carly, who has the fucking gun. Now, doesn't matter that Lee, the main character, and Carly can have a kind of romantic relationship if you save her. I picked Carly every time for the gun, which she never actually ends up using anywhere afterwards anyways, I don't think. She might, but that's not the point. Anyways, the point is that it doesn't matter if you chose Doug or Carly, because no matter which one you choose, some other character later on, in like episode 3, will kill that character. What was I going with this? I don't know. I'll get there, don't worry. Crap. I got all sidetracked with the zombies, and shut the fuck up, zombie. Shut the fuck up, lag. Shut the fuck up, Rain. You damn Rain. Come on, Mega Taiga. Just regular Taiga, okay. Oh, lightning, thunderstorm, great. So, okay. Just that one strike of lightning, and then it was over. Thank you, Rain, for finally stopping. You took the lag away with you. And I'm heading through this taiga, hoping, haha, you missed, that I find a mega version of it. Crap, what was I gonna say about that? See, now even I lost my train of thought with it. Okay, so, yeah, Ben. So the reason why, see, now I figured it out. Okay, so the reason why the one character decides to kill Carly or Doug, doesn't matter which one you chose, is because she thinks that that character, was giving our supplies to a group of bandits. Turns out it was Ben. Spoiler alert. I've been spoiling the whole thing this entire time, so at this point you would have tuned out anyways, and it shouldn't matter. But anyways, it's been Ben doing it, but Carly or Doug, whichever one it is that you let live. I'm just gonna keep saying Carly because I chose Carly every time. Never chose Doug. Sorry, Doug, but you just weren't that interesting of a character, and you didn't have the gun. All you had was, I could make a laser pointer. So yeah, Carly takes the blame for it, and the other lady, whose name I also can't remember, kills her for it, and Ben gets to live. As the episodes progress, Ben feels regret and remorse for letting her take the blame, and eventually lets Lee, the main character that we play as, know that he was the one that did it. And it was also because of him that we had to run and leave the camp that we were at, and that it was in that scene that Kenny, that's his name, Kenny's son, Duck, which is the stupidest name, I'm sorry, Duck, that your parents hate you, but why Kenny's son got bit and you need to put him down anyway. So yes, Kenny and Ben, and Kenny would therefore not like Ben if you revealed that, hey, Ben was the one that was delivering supplies to the bandits. And so you know, Ben had it up to here with his grief, you know, and so he lets you know. And he also wants to commit suicide because of it. He's like, I should have died instead of her, blah, 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 blah. I feel so bad for it. I should be dead. So you can choose to let him live, or you can let him die. I mean, you can save him, or you can let him die. But no matter what happens, he'll still die, as Kenny will also be left behind. I won't say that he died because we don't know that for a fact. I already stated that. So let's play both scenarios right now. Scenario 1 is that you let go of Kenny and let him die. Fall to his death is what happens. So, or Ben. Did I say Kenny? I meant Ben. Ben fall to his death. So, then what happens is that at the finale, when you're running to leave, Kenny is a dumbass for some reason and bumps Lee on the shoulder, knocking Lee's walkie-talkie, which is his communication with Clementine, into this hole that is infested with zombies. Then, girl whose other name I can't remember, it's a different person, jumps down to retrieve the walkie-talkie, hands it up, but can't climb back out. So Kenny drops down to help her up, saves her, and then it gets left behind. Presumably to die, but we don't see it. So that's why he might be alive in Season 2. I don't know. Please don't spoil it for me. I've been putting spoiler warnings on my discussions of these, so I have not been spoiling them for you, so please don't spoil things for me. Now, scenario 2 is you let Ben live. Now when Ben's alive, fast forward to the end of, or the finale, and as you're leaving this attic of a house, you're on this balcony ledge thing. Oh, I'm heading back into the 10,000. That's not where I want to go. I should not be heading this way. Holy cow. No, no, no. How was I going? Oh my gosh. Anyways, we'll get turned back around the right direction soon enough. I just want to go this way for a while. So as you are leaving the attic, there's this little balcony, and it's not very sturdy. Lee jumps first, then the girl, then the guy, then Kenny, and it's at that point that if Ben were not alive, that you'd move on to the next scene that I had already described. But because Ben is alive, now it can't support his weight after everybody else has jumped on it. He's one extra person. And so he tries to jump from the balcony to the next roof, like everybody else has, but the rail thing breaks, and he falls, gets impaled, and is going to die. Kenny, feeling bad for him, goes to go save him. And then, so does Lee, but Lee leaves the two of them, and yet again, we can presume that both of them, obviously Ben died, but we can assume, we assume in Season 1 that Kenny also died there. So no matter what you choose, the character still dies. But you know what? It's still a fantastic game. Like, I was disappointed after 5 times of playing when I noticed all of my choices didn't actually change the outcome. That, yeah, this character still dies. Yeah, that character still dies. That character still dies. That character still dies. And Lee still gets bit. And it still ends up that Clementine goes with the creepy guy. And that's it. You get to the end where it's just you and Clementine. And you choose, Clem, you have to leave me, or Clem, you have to shoot me. But you know what? Still after the 5th time, that scene still made me fucking cry. I am not ashamed to say that, okay? It's a goddamn emotional scene. It's a fantastic game because of that. It focuses on your emotions. So it's when there's games like that that you can just, I don't want to say you can shirk on the responsibility of creating an in-depth story and creating a very good illusion of choice, but you don't have to focus on it as much. You can just know that most of your viewers are going to be crying and not go, but it didn't matter. It's like, don't worry about it. Anyways, holy cow. I forgot where I was going with this. Crap. I can give another example of, some... Even in Life is Strange. This isn't a spoiler, necessarily. Well, it's a spoiler for episode 4, not for episode 5. So... There's an example of some bad... bad... illusion of choice. They did a bad job of making the illusion. And that was... If... in episode 2... Okay, so... Kate tried to commit suicide and either succeeded or failed. And you're in the principal's office and you can choose who to blame. If you choose Jefferson... Okay, because it is Jefferson, which is why I had the spoiler alert. If you choose Jefferson, then he gets taken off of the Everyday Heroes project, and then when you approach him in episode 3? No, episode 4, right? Hold on, I gotta think about this. Was it episode 3 or episode 4? It was episode 4 because we were looking for Nathan's phone. Yeah. Max and Chloe are walking past him on campus and they stop and talk to him. And his dialogue is the same no matter if you chose him or not. Even if you ask the question, because what will happen is he will say, I still have to announce the winner to the Everyday Heroes contest. It's like, what? What are you talking about? You were taken off of the Everyday Heroes contest. I mean, I guess it's possible that they would still have him announce, but why would they have him announce? And I would think that the person who goes, which ends up being Principal Wells, spoiler alert, would be the one to announce the winner, you know? That should be how it is. Oh, that lava is just now starting to flow. Let's just watch that pretty lava flow down this mountainside. Okay, let's get moving. So, yeah, it's kinda stupid, in my opinion. But, does that make it a bad game? No, it is still, at this moment now, I have confirmed it. It is my all-time favorite game of all time. Screw Fable. Fable's nowhere near as good as an emotional game as this. It's a great game, but... Oh god, Life is Strange is amazing. It's a great soundtrack, great characters, great voice acting, great graphics, great everything. Ta-da! Look at the lava flow. This is what's causing the lag. I just want to wait and see how it pools down here. So, yeah, the dialogue. Ah, shit. Didn't even faze me. I didn't even move. Take that, creeper! You fucking prick. I'm just glad I got blasted the right direction. Okay. We're gonna move. So yes, the discussion that you have with Jefferson is you ask him about the Everyday Heroes contest. And, he says that he'll be announcing. He's like, oh, I still have to announce the winner to the Everyday Heroes contest. And then you go, yeah, I'm sorry that I got you taken off of that. And he says, oh, well, he doesn't even like answer the question. He just says, and with that, Blackwell duty calls and leaves. And it's like, what? That had nothing to do with what I asked or what I said to you. It's like, I hope there's no hard feelings about me getting you taken off of the Everyday Heroes contest thing. And he just goes, what was that? Duty calls. And it's like, okay, bye. And then if you choose the other option, or if you didn't blame him, he still does the same thing. Says the exact same thing. It's like, what? There's no script here. And it is a little disappointing that that's the case. But honestly, how many people, for the first time through, are gonna pick Jefferson as the person to blame? I'm almost positive that most people are going to pick either Nathan or David before Jefferson their first time through. If they haven't watched anybody else play, they don't know anything about the game, they're gonna pick one of those two because those two seem like the actual suspects. And then they find out that it's actually Jefferson. But, hey, that is how it goes. So, you know, the illusion of story can sometimes be swept aside for the fantastic storytelling. Or the illusion of choice, I should say, can be swept aside for fantastic storytelling. But the two go very much hand in hand, I feel. And holy cow. I can't wait to get through Game of Thrones, my next episodic game that we're playing, so I can see how much my decisions had an impact or did not have an impact on the outcomes of the story. I know a little bit about it already and how it's been affecting it so far. Don't know how my decisions in episode 1 and episode 2, though, are going to affect things in episode 6 when it comes out in a couple weeks, or in, like, next week? Week after that? I don't know. It's gonna be exciting, though, guys. So, stay tuned for another upload of that later on tonight. And also, to keep up with it, because it's awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying that. And that is all the time that we have for today, guys. As always, hope you guys enjoyed. And I'm DemonFire93. And I'll see you guys next time.